So I was about 5 minutes into my speech before this match started that I realized that I wasn't actually recording, and that would have made me quite unhappy. Anyways, we are watching Eye Candy here on Accumulated Knowledge. I'm Joshua Clater, your host for this little episode. Uh, it's a blue-red combo deck. It works off killing quickly with Kiln Fiend or Nivik Cyclops, and it's a lot of fun to play. So let's go ahead, and we've won the die roll. We'll elect to play first. Even though we don't have a creature in our hand, I like the Preordained, Ponder, and Manamorphose here. So I'm not going to mulligan. Because the hand has a lot of solid potential. We will go ahead and Preordain. We'll ship both of these guys to the bottom right now because they're not what we're looking for. And we'll hold off on Probe until we're more familiar with what we're playing. My opponent goes Island Delver. That can mean one of two things. We'll actually just go ahead and cast the Probe. My opponent is on mono blue control. This is a rougher matchup. He's got a couple of counter spells, a Ponder of his own, a ninja, two ninjas of the Deep Hours, and a Gush. So we might have ourselves a little bit of a sticky situation here. The Delver does not flip, but he found a second land. Is he going to ninjutsu in Ninja? Ninja comes into play. Alright, now we've got to find a creature. However, that lightning bolt is going to make me not want to shuffle my library. So we are going to cast Metamorphose. About a red and a blue, which gets to Preordain. And we'll go ahead and Preordain. We'll put the Blessing on top and the Island on bottom. I like having Blessing as a way to deal with Snap. Alright, he is tapped out. We really need to find a dork to play, since we know he has two counter spells in hand. So let's go ahead and Ponder. We've got two dorks and a Kiln Fiend. The Kiln Fiend will be my dork of choice, and we'll play an island. Knowing that we have two Delvers on top, we're not exactly thrilled to be facing down the Aberration. But we'll go ahead and attack for one. And we'll have a Delver of our own. That gets counterspelled. Alright, not a big deal. This is one of the tougher matchups for Eye Candy. Gush. We know he's still holding a counterspell. He's probably got a lot more than that now. I'll go ahead and run out the second Delver. That's going to get Spellstarter sprited, which is just unfortunate. Because I can see what's going to happen eventually. He attacks with everybody. The sprite gets ninjutsu'd. He has... Huh. I would have figured the sprite would have been ninjutsu'd. A second Spire Golem. So he must feel pretty confident about... He's only used one of the two counter spells. He's got to feel pretty confident about where he is counter magic wise. We'll add a red and a blue. See another land. We'll assault strobe. Makes him a 7/2. Had that Metamorphose drawn us something good, I think we would have been okay, but we've just lethal flyers. And I know that he had Ninja the Deep Hours in his hand. So we're going to be bringing in Dispel. We're definitely bringing in all 4 Fever Charms. We're going to try taking out the Delver again. And Electrickery hasn't been bad for me in the past against Mono Blue control. I may not actually want it. Let's go ahead and cut that back out. Let's cut a Strike. And let's cut a... I don't know. Let's cut a Lightning Bolt. Let's see how that goes. We'll play first. This hand would be great if I had blue mana. So we're going to take a mulligan to 6. We're a lot better with this hand, so we'll keep it. We'll go ahead and lead off with Island. We should have went with Mountain. And we'll run our Kiln Fiend out there, hoping that he doesn't have Hydroblast. If he does, we're pretty screwed. If he doesn't, we're okay. Snap. So he's probably got a counter spell. Oh. He's still probably got a counter spell. Alright, we've got double Apostle's Blessing back up. He's got 3 cards in hand. Does this Delver flip? It flips into Hydroblast, because why wouldn't it? I'll go to 11 off the attacks. try to save our Kiln Fiend. Some protection from blue. Alright, he is tapped out. He is pretty much telling me to do my worst. And my worst is hopefully killing him. Visit Guildgate. Didn't really help much. But we do have a lightning bolt to get an aberration out of the way. And we'll be able to attack for 8. Which is a good start. The insect will put me down to 6. I should have played that Guildgate last turn, and I didn't. Vapor Snag, we're going to go ahead and go with another Apostle's Blessing. And that gets counterspelled. So Snag's going to resolve. It's going to put me on 3, and I'm really going to regret not playing that Guildgate. I can't cast it. Turns out I don't regret not playing the Guildgate. Anyways, he's got lethal in play, so we'll go ahead and pack it up. That matchup is significantly harder than any other matchup for eye candy, just because of the amount of cheap counter magic and the amount of cheap creatures I have. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think that I've actually only beat Mono Blue once or twice in the handful of times that I've played against it. Island Delver is a slink down in your chair line of play whenever you're playing eye candy. But enough said. We need to move on and start recording match 3. So thank you all for watching this episode of Accumulated Knowledge and our look on eye candy. I'm Joshua Clater. Thanks for visiting PureMTGO.com, and we'll see you for match 3.